comes through. Ollie Rathbone all in space. Looks up. Boom. There it goes. And welcome in again, my friend. 23 games down, 23 games to go. We are at the halfway stage. Just a quickie. If we bring this form that we've had in the first 23, I'm saying promotion's going to look damn good. I really do, because can you really see Wycombe doing what they just did again? And yes, you can see Birmingham going on strength to strength now and taking the league. Because boy, oh boy, Chris Davies has got a great team running there. But you know what? They're not a League One team, are they? Let's face it. But welcome in. League One pre-game, 7th. Welcome in 2nd. Yes, the Colliers welcoming in the Red Dragons. I've got to tell you, this is going to be a tough game for both. Barnsley are remembering one thing. December 3rd. And they want revenge. Don't kid yourself, Wrexham fans. They want revenge. They had a point. And it's 90+2 when Ollie Rathbone smashes in that goal. And they will forever be begrudging not getting a point. And remember, guys, they definitely deserved a point from that game. They pushed Wrexham bloody good. But we got a lot of good things coming on this show. The first thing we're going to take you to is the highlights. But I'm going to tell you where we're going first. We're going to touch the highlights. Then we're going to prediction odds. Then I got more highlights with Wrexham coming on further. We've also got the Wrexham Barnsley from last December 3rd, highlights there, and also the stats from that as well, with a little bit of a talking to by yours truly. Get in for that one. We've also got the season stats for Barnsley and Wrexham as well. See, there's a lot of stuff for you Barnsley fans. Yes, Colliers, you're welcome here. Also got the League One matches with the top 6 focus too. Stats and stories, and also the prediction odds. Well, we're going to start right now with the highlight reel. Yeah. Last game. And it is only the highlights that I'm going to show you. Wrexham, Wigan, bang, 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 bang. Get a load of that. Dobbo off to Ryan. Ryan now, I've been saying for weeks, cut inside. He absolutely does. Takes it, shoots, takes a slight deflection, goes between 2 guys, ends up in the back of the net. Man, was I jumping like a kid. Take a bow, Ryan Barnett. Brilliant. This one, Maxi Kluth got beat a few times here, and the ball ends up in the back of the net. You can really see that being the danger down the left wing. Maxi, smarten up, mate, smarten up. James now fires the ultimate cross in, makes a great assist, and Stevie, you know what happens next. Boom. In it goes. And this is absolute passion for your team. The crowd going nuts. Stevie, have a jump, son. I tell you what, man, I was jumping up and down when Stevie put the ball in. And yes, Ryan, great goal. Cut inside. I've been asking for weeks, cut inside. You know I have, because I've said it a few times. But I love Ryan. I love all the team. I love everything about it. But man, was I jumping up and down like a jackhammer. Were you jumping up and down? Literally, were you? You must have been screaming some kind of obscenities, because it was that kind of moment, yeah? And when he's running down the line, mate, I'm telling you what, I'm like, oh, this is just unbelievable. I mean, I was smiling. I felt like crying. I was that happy. Honestly, it was just such a moment. I want more of that, don't you? Anyway, coming up right now, the prediction of the game. Yes, my big yap. I'm going to tell you what I'm seeing. Here comes the prediction and the betting odds. Yeah. So let's take a look at the odds before we get to the scoreline. A home win, the bookies are saying 5-4. An away win, the bookies are saying 2-1. That's telling me, that's telling you, that's telling the world that Wrexham is in the driving seat for another away win. And if you're looking for the draw, it's 12-5. Let's take a look at the score prediction right now. I do not see a 0-0, that's for sure, but I could see a 1-1. This has been in my head for a couple of days. I got a fear that Barnsley might snatch the 1-0 win, but Wrexham is certainly good enough to reverse that, if not possibly 2-1. With only 2 wins all season, I got a feeling Wrexham has a chance at a 1-0. Let's see what happens. Yeah, for the prediction, I'm seeing it could be a tight 1-1. That's what I'm seeing all week in my gut. But I'm feeling that either team can win it by 1 goal. And when you consider, like I say, Barnsley's 8 wins on the road away from home and only 2 at Oakwell, that gives you hope as a Wrexham fan that you should be getting a win. And also the odds as well. 2-1 on the road is good odds. Let's see what happens. Now, throughout the next half of the season, you're going to get load more highlights because we've played teams once, then we get to play them again, just like now. So you'll get to see what happened last time around as well as what happened now. And what I'm saying with now is last game against Barnsley, take a look at the highlights because this is what happened then back in December 3rd. And this is why they want revenge. So that's the venue, the Colliers, the Red Dragons, yes, Barnsley taking on Wrexham Wednesday. This is the game I'm talking, and I tell you what, let's take a look at what happened last time round at the Stoke Kairas. Great wing play on the day, also great hard-working Ollie Rathbone keeps the move alive. Ball comes across, and Ryan Barnett gets a shot off, all because of Ollie Rathbone. Barnsley did have chances, but didn't take them on the day. They had chances, and they will have chances at Oakwell. You better be prepared for that. Matty James over, sir. Elliot Lee, Mr. Man on fire, puts one in. Keeper takes it. Great save again, yes. Another one here. J-Lo cuts in, cuts out, leaves Brunt for dead, but Mark Howard makes a howitzer of a save. Yeah, I hope you like that one. And the goal of the game, yes, comes through Ollie Rathbone, all in space, looks up, boom, there it goes. Now, run, rabbit, run, run. Where's he going to go? Where's he going to go? I'm looking for somewhere to celebrate. My name is Ollie Rathbone. Here we go. Yes. So, yeah, that was the finish of the game at the Stoke Kairas, the Kairas, or the Racecourse Ground, whichever your preference is. And I got to say, that's why Barnsley want revenge for this one, because they had a point in the bag. They'd played a great road match. They really had. And they deserved the point. But they didn't get it. But when you get guys that step up like Ollie Rathbone, well, hey, that's what happens. And we need impact players. Remember that early in the season I said impact players. And I kept saying it. I haven't said it for a while, but we need impact players. And when you look at what happened in the last game, Ryan and Stephen were the impact players for Wrexham. No doubt about it. Hugill, obviously, for Wigan. But you got to have impact players. You got to have them. Now, on the back of those highlights, I'm going to show you the stats from that game back December 3rd because it'll tell you what happened, but it'll also give you more information moving forward for this one. Let's take a look. Come on, join me. Now you've seen the highlights from the last game, which was obviously at the Stoke Kairas. Take a look at the stats. It tells a story, and it was a very tight match. And if it wasn't for Ollie Rathbone, it would have ended 0-0. It's very tight that last time, and this game is going to be tight, and I feel one goal probably will settle this match, and it should go to Wrexham, but it could go to Barnsley. Feast your eyes on them stats. So now you've got the stats as well as the highlights from the last game, December 3rd, and now you really understand why Colliers fans were so pissed off with that result after they were thinking they were going home with a well-earned point, and it didn't happen, did it? So now you got more information. Colliers fans, big up to you because I'm telling you, if it weren't for Ollie Rathbone, you would have had that point. Now, let's take a look at Barnsley and Wrexham's season so far, like you can see up there behind me. Feast your eyes on that. We're going to talk on this one. Come with me. Let's go. Enjoy this, especially Barnsley fans. Wrexham fans, you're going to hear some stuff about Barnsley. Check it out. Stay till the end. More coming for both sides. Keep having fun. So, my friend, you know you've seen this picture before as a Wrexham fan, and if you're a Barnsley fan, take a look. That's what it looks like when your form is really good. Wrexham right now unbeaten in 8, conceding a few goals in the last 4. In fact, in the last 4, Wrexham have conceded. That's the first this season. Also going to say this much. That last game against Wigan Athletic, I'm glad we won, but I think we were quite lucky in the end. Wigan gave us a real battle. But you got to say, Lady Luck was on our side, not theirs. Moving along, the next game after the Barnsley match for Wrexham is Peterborough United, back at the Stoke Kairas, January 4th. Mark your calendars. Now, let's take a look at Barnsley. You see the headline there, Barnsley just 2 wins from 11 matches at Oakwell. Take a look up and down. Take a look at their record. You'll see only 2 wins at home. But on the road, they're absolutely a monster, yeah? You can't stop them winning. They've won 8 times away from home. If their home form was better, I'm sure they'd be first or second. But they're not. And it isn't. 3 wins in the last 5, 2 losses. They've won their last 2 matches, 2-1 at Bolton Wanderers and 3-1 at Peterborough United. Now, they're welcoming Wrexham to Oakwell, where they've won just 2. I hope and pray it's not number 3. And as for scoring and conceding goals, it matters not whether they play at Oakwell or away from home. Keeping this moving fast. I hope you're enjoying it. We're going to keep this moving fast. Right now, straight into the League One matches for Wednesday. And obviously a focus on the top 6. Let's go. Come with me. You'll have fun. So that's the venue for this game. Let's take a look at the other games in League One and also the top 6 matches. Second place Wrexham travel to 7th place Barnsley. This is going to be a toughie. Could go either way. Wrexham's going to have to fight for this one. I'm going to tell you that right now. Reading in 6th, taking on Cambridge in 22nd. Reading back in the top 6, looking to stay there. This is a good place to go and possibly get another 3 points or at least the draw. Next up, we got an all-top 6 battle. Stockport in 6th with wavering form taking on top team right now, Birmingham City in 1st. Got to think Birmingham's going to get something here, and you got to think there's a chance that their unbeaten streak may well go a little bit longer. Only 1 goal conceded in the last 7 games, and that was an own goal. Stockport are going to be pushed all the way. Can they take something out of Birmingham? I'd say it's Birmingham's day. Huddersfield in 4th travel to Wigan Athletic, who were just at the Stoke Queiroz and just got beaten. Sean Maloney was happy with his team. Is it going to be another big performance against Huddersfield Town? Let's wait and see. But Huddersfield in 4th, looking to stay there, and Wigan may well be the tireder of the 2 teams. Finally, Wycombe Wanderers in 3rd now. 1st for so long. Well, they welcome in Exeter in 13th. I'd say this is a time for Wycombe to get a win and start the unbeaten run all over again. So there you go, League One matches. Our top 6 focus. Just leaving you with one thing. Stockport, can they do the damage? Or are Birmingham going to go from 7 undefeated to 8? They will remain in top place if they do. And obviously, it's looking good for the rest of the season. Since the kick in the ass at Shrewsbury Town, Chris has got them pointed in the right direction. Blues fans, you know what I'm talking about. Now, talking about a video coming through. At the end of this video, there's going to be a video about the last time Wrexham played Barnsley, and that was at the Stoke Queiroz racecourse ground, Queiroz. So take a look at that, gives you more information moving forward. And if you didn't see that or what happened then, well, you'll know what was coming and what happened. What happened was Wrexham won 1-0, hence the revenge is needed. Now, looking at the head-to-head, let's take a look at the head-to-head all-time between these guys, and we're going to start with the historical stuff, when it all began. Come with me. Let's go. Okay, my friend, it's time for the head-to-head between Barnsley FC and Wrexham AFC, and after that, we're going to give you the head-to-head count. But before that, let's take it to 5 historical results from where it all started. First match, 1932. The first win, the first loss, both in 1932. The worst day, 1960 for Wrexham. That's the best day for Barnsley. And the best day for Wrexham, worst day for Barnsley, was 7-2. Let's take a look at the last 5, recent last 5, starting with the last 4. In the early days, there was lots of goals flowing, apparently, but recently, not so many. And who is in the driving seat? Who's got bragging rights from the last result? 1, 2, 3. There you go. It's Wrexham so far. Now, knowing that, let's get into the head-to-head. Who's bossing it? Starting with Barnsley. How many wins has Barnsley got? 12. How many draws? 8. Now, you're asking yourself, has Wrexham got more wins or less? Let's take a look. 13. So Wrexham is indeed bossing this, and a draw would mean they continue to, but a loss, well, that means it's even Stevens. Let's get back on screen. So there you go. That's the head-to-head. That's the way it's going. And right now, Wrexham is just a little bit ahead, yeah, just by 1 game. So a draw or a win for Wrexham keeps them ahead, and it would also give them a little bit of bragging rights too. A win for Barnsley ties it up. And don't forget, Barnsley are looking for revenge, yeah? Since December 3rd, not long ago, but they're looking for revenge. Will they get it? Anyway, I'm going to give you some nuts and bolts about the game, what I've drawn out, and we go to the board each week. Barnsley fans, if you're new to this, Wrexham fans or not, we go to the board each week. This is what I've compiled. This is what I'm going to bring you. This is what we're going to talk about Barnsley right now, because for the benefit for the Wrexham fans, we need to know what we're going up against one more time. Now, Barnsley have conceded in 9 straight games. Wrexham have conceded in 4 straight games. Last 10, Barnsley, 10 games. 4 wins, 2 draws, 4 losses. That's home and away. That's not that bad. And recently they've had a few losses more than they had in the first half of the season. So the first half of the season seems to be slightly better than what's happening recently. Yes, you've heard in the stats there, they're 2 wins back-to-back. Fine. Last 5, 3 wins, 2 draws. That's home and away. Sorry, 2 losses. That's home and away. So they've got somewhat form going on. They can pose a threat, but with only 2 wins on the season at Oakwell, I'm asking myself, how can they get 3 on possibly the best defence in the league? That's what they're going up against. The Dangerman, Wrexham fans, listen up. I've got it on the board here. The Dangerman. Davis Kyler Dunn, I've talked about him a lot before. You've heard that voice on this channel many times before. 18 games in, he's got 6 goals, yeah? Adam Phillips, yeah? 17 games in, 6 goals. 2 penalty kicks, yeah? So, if the referee deems another penalty against Wrexham like the last one, that would be bad. A call like that again? Oh! I know I got you with that one. Anyway, I'm just going to say, Adam Phillips is the man that puts the ball in the back of the net 6 times this season, but twice from the penalty spot. Also, Stephen Humphreys, he's got 17 games in, 4 goals. Mark Roberts, 19 games in, 3 goals. Likewise, 3 goals for Max Watters on 12 games. That's not a bad ratio, 12 for 3. And 2 guys on 2, Luke O'Connell and Jonathan Russell. Goals are in. Goals are in. They can score. But they also concede a bucket load as well, yeah? It's going to be interesting. But remember, 2 wins on the season at home, 8 on the road. I mean, that's magnificence on the road. And if that were a home record, well, their name would be Wrexham, wouldn't it? Yeah? Honestly, just having a poke there. So there you go. To summarize, this is going to be a really tight match. You really couldn't put a piece of paper between these guys. You really couldn't. It's that tight. It really is. So get ready. Really get ready for a tough match. A battle, a physical battle, but a mental battle. And the guy who has the quick smarts to maybe make something happen is going to do his team a big favour. It could go either way. Like I'm calling for the 1-0 for Wrexham. The bookies are saying it's 2-1. And that's the way it should go. But it also has a smelly, nasty smell of a 1-1 draw. Oh, no. Wrexham have drawn a couple lately, late in the game where it should have been wins. Otherwise, it would have been 8 straight wins, sitting on top of the table. Barnsley in 7th, looking to get back into the top 6 and solidify the rest of the year, being a top 6 team, looking for the playoff spot. Definitely not first or second. That ain't going to happen. But at the end of the day, Darrell Clark, Phil Parkinson, Wrexham, Barnsley. It's going to be a massive game. Make sure you get to it. Drop us a like down below. Join a family if you would, please. And enjoy another dose of Wrexham drama or Barnsley drama, whichever side you're sitting on. And I know, finishing off how that last game finished with Stevie Fletcher running down the wing, jumping up and down. I was jumping up and down. I was so bloody happy with that game and how it finished. I'll be even happier if we get a 1-0 at Oakwell. Everybody, get ready. Barnsley, Wrexham, Oakwell. Let's have it. Cheers.